Hello, everyone. It's Lindsay at Water Peace Project. And this month, as Valentine's Day approaches, people around the world focus on love and gratitude, expressing their appreciation for their loved ones. And here at Water Peace Project, we believe that cultivating love and gratitude every day is essential for achieving peace within ourselves and especially with others. And also, as Dr. Emoto taught us, love and gratitude are the words that must serve us as a guide for the world to live in peace and harmony. Normally we stream this oracle reading on the first of every month, but our busy schedules again. We're finally here with you today to share the oracle reading for February, and this reading will guide us and our intentions throughout the month. And I'm so happy to be here with you all. And join us once again with the wonderful Tiffany Carole, the creator of this oracle deck. I'm going to just show this to you. Hi, Tiffany. Welcome back.
Hi.
For joining us.
A pleasure, a true pleasure.
It truly is, and it's always a joy, especially as you guide us through this experience. And for those of you who are new to these readings, Tiffany has dedicated her life's work to working with plant spirits and the transformational power of using essential oils to help you with that transformation. And her work helps us connect deeply with the wisdom of nature and plant medicine to use it as a guide for our healing and growth. And if you'd like to explore her work further, you can visit tiffanycarole.com or monera.org. And if you'd like your own set of oracle deck, look how beautiful this is. Or a starter kit of the essential oils, which I love. They're so beautiful and the quality is incredible. And you can use our promo code WATERPEACE, and you can use that at checkout at monera.org and receive 20%. And we'll drop that code in the chat for you for easy access. And now let's set our intentions for this reading as we shuffle the deck. Look at these beautiful cards. Let me show them to you really quickly. They're just gorgeous. And I'm going to just shuffle them up a little bit, and we'll take a deep breath. We'll trust that this will be the perfect card for you today. And I'm going to just lay them out here and pull. We have selected Patchouli, the enveloper of light and shadow, and the embracer of the unwanted. I love that. Tiffany, I love patchouli too. I'll pass this over to you to share the oracle reading from the perspective of the patchouli plant.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to anyone who's watching at any time that you're watching it. Patchouli is quite an oil, so if you can take the next probably 5 to 8 minutes to just lean back and receive. I'm going to read to you from the oracle, and this is, imagine that you're being spoken to directly from the plant, patchouli. So the nicknames are the enveloper of light and shadow, the embracer of the unwanted. That might sound a little daunting, but it's actually quite beautiful and quite liberating. Patchouli is powerful liberation medicine. In fact, I have some here, so I'm just gonna.
I was just looking for mine.
I know, I want to get a little bit of the fragrance going for myself.
I found it.
By the way, just as an aside, patchouli is one of those oils that there's a good amount of people that have an aversion to it. And I find that not all of the time, but much of the time when somebody has an aversion to patchouli, it's usually because they were exposed to like a highly perfumed, adulterated patchouli, or they've associated it with, I think, that like the counterculture, the hippie movement, and not bathing, BO. But if you get yeah, if you get a good patchouli, like our patchouli is this one that I have here is a dark CO2 select, and it's really just extraordinary. And patchouli is one of the very few essential oils that actually grows better over time. So it's kind of like wine in that way. Okay, so My beloved, I bring your attention now to that which you've been avoiding, to the restlessness in your being that propels you forward in distraction. Where are you using your life force to feverishly tend to things that aren't as important as you make them seem? I bring your attention to the things you don't want to feel, to the contortions of avoidance that you have practiced so well for so long. My love, you have done beautifully. We can bless this ability to avoid, deny, repress, suppress, for it has saved you more times than can be counted. Now is the time to feel. Now is the time to see. With my guidance, all of this can be explored with exquisitely sensual presence and grace. What is here for you now to feel? What is here for you now to see? Let my mysterious fragrance guide you to these treasures of the unwanted, for within these treasures you will find deeper union with you and unbridled access to the richness of your full power. You need not be afraid to embrace all of yourself. Humanity has created great polarization between the wanted and the unwanted, the good and the bad, the light and the shadow of earthly experience. Many religions teach that only some parts of you are holy and only some parts of you are worthy of the love of higher power. I am here to transmit that source is truly a part of everything. Every aspect of your experience is suffused with God energy. God exists in the foulest parts of life, the shit, the sludge, the spiders and the snakes, and everything that you find gruesome and scary. God energy exists everywhere, even in the parts of you that feel the darkest. I am here to awaken you to another way of being with the uncomfortable, rejected parts of yourself. I can teach you how to fluidly embrace both the light and the shadow, the wanted and the unwanted aspects of your being. I am here to remind you that you know how to dissolve the illusions that keep you separate from the fullness of your power. The how is not rooted in understanding yourself psychologically. It is not rooted in finding the origin of the problem. You dissolve the illusions that keep you separate from the fullness of your power through the fluid embrace of the totality that is you. You use the words self-acceptance, compassion, and self-love, but my medicine for you is more gritty, more grungy than that. Like the microorganisms that break down decomposing flesh, I remind you that you love death as much as you love life. You love the stink just as much as you love the sweet perfume. And you might be thinking, oh, no, this is not true. How could it possibly be? Drop into the bowels of your experience right now. Deep into the basin of your pelvis. Take in my fragrance and notice, is there not a fascination within you for that which has been forbidden? For that which has been deemed unwanted, ugly, or unholy? There is a natural curiosity within your being that is free from the constraining mandates of morality. I am guiding you to understand more clearly the unproductive practice of unquestioned repulsion. This manifests as an aversion to aspects of the totality of human experience. We cannot have the wanted without the unwanted. We cannot have the light without the shadow. This does not make one good or bad. It simply shows us two sides of one rich totality. as long as you are pushing away in repulsion from that which you find bad, wrong, filthy, or unholy, you will be depriving yourself of the full, robust richness of your being and your true power. To the oracle that is you, as you allow yourself to be guided deep into the rivers of flow within your being, feel the primal mourning, this complexity of grief that exists within you and within the collective. The existence of this powerful mourning is directly connected to the practiced separation of self from self, with a capital S, and self from others. As you are guided with fluidity deeper into your body and into the recesses of your psyche, you will reclaim the parts of yourself that were abandoned because they were deemed unclean, allowing you to transform the dense grief so that it can become the rich compost that will fertilize the next stage of your becoming. Feel the vibrations of that which you have tried so hard to avoid and cover up. There's no forcing needed here. Simply inhale my serpentine fragrance and sit or lay down, allowing the flow to do what it does so naturally. Keep breathing and enhance your curiosity by focusing your attention on it. Be curious about that which you've pushed away. Be curious about that which you've deemed forbidden. Be curious about that which you are so terrified to reveal to yourself or to others. So if you happen to have patchouli and want to do this practice right now with us, you can, or you can just go through the motions and do it later when you have patchouli as well. So take a drop of my essence and place it on any part of your body that calls to you, and let your intuition lead you. You can't get this wrong. Literally, you can't get it wrong. Just let your finger go. I'm going to do it myself right now. Put the other hand over your heart. Taking in my fragrance, and repeat this phrase 3 times. I am whole.
I am whole.
I embrace the wholeness that I am.
I embrace the wholeness that I am.
I am whole.
I am whole.
I embrace the wholeness that I am.
I embrace the wholeness that I am.
I am whole.
I am whole.
I embrace the wholeness that I am.
I embrace the wholeness that I am.
I love that this one is the one for February, and this is Valentine's month, and it's about love and intimacy, and really patchouli is like the ultimate ally for supporting us in intimacy with self, and our intimacy with others is always a reflection of our capacity to be intimate with ourselves.
I love that. It just like, I feel like that's just what you just said, tipped the scale for me. Is so beautiful. Thank you so much, Tiffany. And of course, thank you to patchouli. And I feel like, and maybe you can share, like, obviously it's a personal thing, but patchouli could be there to support you in any aversion or grief moment, and, or creating intimacy. So it also reminds me of a favorite quote of mine, which I'm just gonna it was actually a quote that Dr. Emoto shared with me when my dad passed away. And it was so beautiful. It's life is love, a gift from God and parent, and death is gratitude for a new dimension. And I feel like that the reason why I feel like it takes me there is I feel like as a whole, culturally, we have such an aversion to death. You know, we're holding on, we don't want to lose our loved ones. And I went to this death and dying doula workshop with my mom, who is a retired oncology nurse. And it was, one of the speakers was Stephen Jenkinson, and he wrote this book called Die Wise. But he said something profound I love, it sits with me all the time, is how, and also I believe like whatever heaven and hell is that we don't know or created in our minds is a reflection of how we choose to live our lives, and that the quality of our death is related to how we live our lives. And that that I believe this, that we go to where, like energetically, where we are, who we are. That's our truth of the kind of person that we are. And I feel like what a great oil to use for something that's, you know, just so unknown and creates a lot of emotion. As you see here, my water's flowing, and it just is such a beautiful tool and gift. Thank you, Mother Nature. Thank you, Patchouli, and especially to you, Tiffany. Thank you for sharing that and these beautiful transmissions. I really love it a lot.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for the invitation.
It's so beautiful. Everyone, thank you for joining also. And as we conclude this session today, I'd like to invite you all to join us February 11th, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and we will have our monthly water ceremony. This month we're featuring Tiffany Carole once again. And from our February 12th through 19th, we have our daily water meditation of global love and gratitude, featuring plant music recorded by Jody Sellers at Melodies of Our Plants. And additionally, our monthly full moon meditation guided by Jeanette Seeley on February 24th at 7:30 a.m. We invite you to join us. Love and gratitude to you all. Tiffany, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And everyone else, all our peace partners, thank you. We love you. We hope to see you again next month for our next Oracle reading, which will be, if we're on time, March 1st at 11 a.m. We'll keep you posted, and we hope to see you. Blessings. Peace to you all. Thank you, Tiff.